Just off the top of my head, I had 12 concussions, 16 broken noses, a broken cheekbone, cracked sternum, 38 broken ribs, tibia plateau break, 3 transverse processes, and the rest were kind of bumps and bruises with groins and whatnot. What they did when I first came in, they took my bone marrow and they took it from my hip joint, and they take the bone marrow, they centrifuge it, and then they get your stem cell from that and then inject it directly into the affected areas. And I said, well, let's see how long this lasts, and that was 2 years ago.
I had 3 surgeries on my left knee, and separated shoulder up here, and broken hand, and so on and so forth. But just the deterioration of the joints, I think, is the biggest thing, and the arthritis that sets in. And doctors that have seen this says, hey, you're probably looking at knee replacement down the road, and most likely shoulder replacement down the road. When the stem cell opportunity came along, I knew a couple of guys that had already done it, and with success, so I jumped on that. If I can do something that will alleviate the pain without having to have replacement, then I'm gonna definitely try it. People are super, very relaxed, and I just make it really enjoyable for you. So I would highly recommend it.
I came to the Institute as a patient. I was told by 2 other orthopedic surgeons that I needed a double fusion in my lower lumbar. We injected stem cells into both of those levels. Post 13 days, we actually did an MRI and we saw regeneration from the tissue in that. 6 months later, I was running a 5K.
Having been a former professional football player, there's a lot of wear and tear on the body. And over the 30 years that I've been retired, just had joint breaking down. I've had a number of knee surgeries, 8 on one, 7 on the other one. Finally, the knee joint just got wore down. Don Horn, he talked to a bunch of us about, hey, you got to try this stem cell treatment. It might save you from having another surgery, knee replacement. And I was like, sure, if my own cells can heal my body, I'm all for it. It was quite pleasant. I was pleasantly surprised that it didn't have this clinical setting feel, and everybody was just nice and down to earth, and they prepped me pretty well. I could bike, but then maybe for a day or 2 I couldn't bike because of the discomfort in my knee. Well, I don't have any discomfort now. I can ride as long as I want, as hard as I want. But the next day, it doesn't feel like I rode the bike.
Before I had stem cell, I used to have a lot of pain when I was riding my motorcycle in my shoulders, sometimes in my knees and my ankles. Another friend of mine told me about the Premier Stem Cell Institute, and I decided to give it a shot. I had my shoulder done, I had my knee done, I had my ankle done on March 27th. Of 2014, and first couple of days, I could notice that there was a difference. So now when I ride my motorcycle, I don't have the issue of, my shoulders getting fatigued as much. It feels a lot better now. Good group of people, I like them. They make you feel at home. They're not pushy. They're really sincere on how you're doing and how they can help you.
We just want to make sure that they know that they're A, not alone, and B, that this is the beginning of the rest of their lives. This will be a start for them to be pain-free, and if they adhere to everything we suggest, it'll be a very productive start for them.